Hello. Testing the mic.
Hello.
Okay, it is working. I was like, at least I think it's working. Yeah, okay, I can see. It's always weird with Restream. There's no like audio meters.
Yeah.
Like, see if you're talking or not.
Oh, over on the right, there's a little green.
Yeah, that's like I looked over there and I was like, oh, okay, that's where that's how we know. So
yeah, there's no levels, but like, I guess it must detect input. So.
What's up, Droid? How's it going, Tymo? How's it going, Tank? Welcome to Ardi's workshop.
Yeah, I apologize if I feel a bit out of it. I've been like rushing back to make it in time. I was like, we got this like gate to our house. I'm like running across the gate to like open it.
I gotta make it back.
Like,
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, luckily, we had that 5-minute buffer. Regardless, yeah, it gives you time to like settle in and think about it.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'm not built for speed either. So yeah.
Hey, what's up, Papa Nini? How's it going? So today on Ardi's workshop we have what's up, Sorn? We do indeed like the cats. So today we've got a few things to show. Link has some games he's been working on. I was wondering if we wanted to give like a general update about some of the other stuff we've been working on. We don't have to.
Yeah, I think like it'd be awesome to just get people's feedback.
Just it is.
Like before
I'm curious what this looks like. It's a little too much. Immediately no that layout.
I'm glad you decided, because I was like, oh no. Especially mine, right?
At least
yours is like you got more like background, whereas mine was like oh no, it's too much.
Oh man. And then I think after all of that, I have some animation I want to do from last stream that I didn't get to complete. The scratch disk has been destroyed, and by that I mean rerouted, and it just won't happen again. So I'll be able to animate and actually do that. And so I was thinking that's where we can probably, like, after showing off the games and stuff and chatting, I can kind of work on that, because my goal is to I'm gonna make one animation, and then if I can make a second one to like make up for it. So it's a personal goal of mine.
Do you know do you have any idea what kind of animation you want to make, or are you going to take?
So I'm going to do. I have the chibi blue cat, kind of like he already has like a sad face. Yeah, I can at least show it, like that. Oh no,
so sad.
Yeah, so sad. And I had him kind of animating before, but because there was just so much errors happening, I just like couldn't actually get it going. So I want to restart, but I have like the rig ready. So I want to do a sad one, and then I guess as we go on, I kind of want to think about, and if anyone wants to say in chat, like what else could this blue cat be doing? He doesn't have to be sad, but like a simple animation, because I think that's all I can probably. Oh wait, that's not what I want. All I can probably do. But yeah.
Cool.
So don't know if you want to kick it off or not, or we can just start by chatting.
Yeah, sure.
It's all good. I promise I'm not a ghost.
Let's have a look. So let me post this up on. Again, this is like going to be something. Let's do Cool Cats minigame. I'll post this up on Twitter, so people can give it a go. It's not optimized; it might break, etc. Like all those things where I feel like at some point I'm going to get bored of saying, like this is work in progress. This is probably going to break.
It'll be exciting when we're like, it's done. All the design is done.
Do you think we'll ever get
Maybe with
there?
some games, but no. I mean, yeah.
Some, yeah,
There's one in
yeah.
particular I'm really excited about, that I've been thinking about. I don't know if we're showing it off on this one or not, but I think that's one that we will like
The ones I was
finish, and it'll have like a lot of design and art added to it.
yeah, yeah. There's a few that well, interestingly, that kind of rolls into. I guess we should talk about like
Yeah.
the whole
Oh,
point
absolutely.
of them,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
because we're obviously talking about like, oh, there'll be a few like to set the expect. Well, maybe I should show the game, and it'll set the expectation of what the level of the games, right? Because if people hear games, there's a difference between, like a simple catch game or whatever, and a virtual reality MMO. Like there's scales with the games.
Yeah, I think here we're talking
so-
about hyper casual. I think that's like the word you'll hear from us a lot with the genre we're making. We're trying to make the game that like
Yeah,
you have 2 minutes to spare, or like 5 minutes to spare. You just want to like open up something and just like kill some time real quick, without having to invest like in something. So we just want to make a bunch of those and just see which ones stick. So all input.
yeah,
We want any
Yeah, 'cause-
input, you know. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, because I definitely see that there'll be some that like we don't like.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
people
I remember you
love,
saying that.
right? Like
You're
I
like, man,
definitely
if we're gonna
can
make
see
a
that.
game that we
Yeah.
hate but people love, and then it's gonna be the one we go with.
Yeah. It reminds me of the story of like
Yeah.
Flappy Bird, right? It's like the developer's like, I'm so sorry, like apologizing, and it's like, dude, people love it. Like they
Yeah.
played it for ages.
It's a simple
Like,
game.
It's like, I'm sorry, it's
That's
too
the thing.
addicting.
Like that's what we're trying
yeah.
to. I think that's really what we're trying to find here is that like addictive loop. But in a simple
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
something again that you can pick up and play quickly.
Yeah.
Hey, Joy, what's up?
And by doing a few of them,
In Australia.
yeah, and by doing a few of them, right, we'll be able to test. So we'll be able to rapidly get some out there that we might even just find a particular mechanic in a game where we're like, people love this. How can
Yeah.
we do more with it? So that's what I'm excited about is basically seeing like, oh, people
Yeah.
like this one.
Yeah, because you're right. The
yeah.
one that I'm excited about might be that no one else is excited about.
that's what I'm preparing myself for us to be so hyped and excited about a game that people are like, ugh, rubbish. Like, I hate it. What have you guys done? Like, and then something where we're like, oh, let's just quickly put this out. People are like, oh,
Yeah,
we love it.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate that comment from Tank because I think it's like it's so important to realize that we're going to be very like we're not going to be
Mhm.
fast, so let's set that expectation, right? But we're going to be really methodical and really like meticulous about taking small steps towards something that makes Cool Cats like huge further down the line and sustainable, right? Like that's the important thing. So we'll have these small kind of experiences that we can test and the community getting a huge amount of fun out of it along the way, and like let's be honest, helping us. Like I'm not gonna I'm gonna put my hands up and say like help us. Like if you've got feedback, if you've got like games that you love, like 100 brains is better than mine and Claude's, right? Well, like one brain's probably better than ours, but like
We have village
100,
brains.
100 definitely. yeah.
Yeah.
I love the phrase "village
Yeah.
brains." It's so
But
good.
Tank, I mean, that's exactly it. It's like we're gonna be slow, but thinking about the long term. It's like, you know, at the end of this, we will have this awesome app that has a bunch of games like in it, and there'll be things outside of that that you can do, and all of it will kind of work together. But we have to get there, and you know, right now it's pretty much Link and I working on this, so we're kind of going at our rate as well, and giving ourselves the time to like think and execute it, and rather than just like rushing something that doesn't need to be rushed or doing something just for hype. It's like I think we're doing this because we love it, and we really want to do this, and we hope everyone else is excited too, and to watch the journey. And that's the big reason we're streaming.
Yeah.
Is because we want to, as much as we can, invite you in, like where we can on the process.
Yeah, 100%. Like, and what's really cool about it is like, I felt this like injection of, like, I'll be honest, like there's been a period of time where, you know, things have been like rough, like hard, like, you know, everyone's got that kind of scenario, right? I feel like in a way, like everyone's kind of felt that in Web3. Like, let's be honest, like I know some people probably think like, well, why have you guys? It's like, it's been rough. Like we're not gonna like try and paint this pretty picture. But then there's been this, what's really awesome is like there's been like, and outside of Web3 as well, right? There's been some stuff that's been really difficult. Like everyone's like going through stuff at the moment. But what's really cool about this is like, I think me and Clon were chatting, and then there was like this, like, you could feel like this like energy again, like this, like, and that this is mainly from my case of like, I'm not going to obviously speak for Clon because you've been kind of doing it, right? Like I've been out of it, but there's been this like energy and like this like optimism, and like I just want to get going, right? Which I think is really awesome to kind of, for me personally, to get that back again, because I've struggled with like developing and like getting.
Well, it's the excitement that we had when we started. I was like, because that excitement was revolving around like, we didn't know the outcome of Cool Cats, but we were really just excited to work on it, and so we were doing something we loved, and I think that's why the passion's there now, is because I feel like we're finally doing that again, and like really sinking our teeth into like a project that we believe in and really want to do like on our own. But we're going to do it through Cool Cats. So it's like, yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah. I've seen so many tons of ETH. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like it's strange. It's strange to say it in a way, but it's like we're looking forward to like being curators of fun. Like it's like, why would you not look forward to that? It's like, well, because sometimes genuinely it's been like hard, but now it's like, oh, we're excited. Like we're excited to be the curators of fun, and hopefully we'll have some fun along the way. We sort of hinted at it, but there's this idea that we're going to build like a platform where we call it a platform or an app or whatever you want to call it, right? Realistically, it's a website. Like everything is a website these days. But the whole idea of it is that there'll be these digital like mini game experiences combined with social aspects, and then like VIP privilege type things for holders. But it's not going to be exclusive to holders because
we need to grow
like that.
Yeah.
Like you, and also if we've got something really, really fun, we just want as many people to play it as possible. Now there might be some extra fun stuff that you unlock by, you know, holding a cat and those sort of things. But yeah, I think we've got something really, really cool, and I feel like it's because I'm excited. I'll be honest, as a developer, I think it is quite rare to build something or be building something with someone where you're excited to use it. Like it sounds weird, but like,
well, I know from my perspective,
I'm kind
of fun because we're total opposites in our like talents on things, and so there'll be things that we talk about, and it's great, like asking each other if it's possible, like on both sides, like, can you draw these assets or can you develop this? And it's just fun having that back and forth, just like the perfect fusion of like talents so that we can actually like think of something and create it. Like we have that capability.
That's
it's
cool,
fun,
right? Yeah. It's like combined with the 3D print.
exactly.
It's like just 3D print cool stuff. What's funny though is like when you were saying that, I was like, I had the thing in my head. Generally speaking, what tends to happen is like I'll get excited about something and then we'll talk about it, and then you'll be like, that's a lot of our assets, or you all get really excited about something, and I'm like, that's a big ask in terms of tech. Like we both get over scope, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We do need a
Yeah.
Venn diagram because there is like a middle, and I think
Yeah.
that's like the magic of why we work together is because like we have very similar interests in what we want to build, but then we can, like you said, do each other like each side of it. But you're so right. Where you're like,
It's
yeah,
interesting actually, because I think there's a lot of overlap with like creativity, right? I feel like is in the middle, but for potentially different reasons. Like I absolutely love world building. You absolutely love characters. So like that meshes quite well together. I'm not saying you
Oh
don't.
no,
love
but you're
world
right.
building,
Like I definitely, if I had to take
I-
my choice, it would be characters over world for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
which works awesome, right? Like you add characters and world together, and then I would say neither of us are super on it with like story. If like in terms of
Come up
like
with
story
a general
writing stuff,
story,
like
but not like the weeds of a story.
yeah. There's definitely like professionals where it's like, oh, okay, this is a story person.
What's up, Jisha? Also, I didn't say what's up, words. How you guys doing? Just like say hey when people join. What's up, Sheepy?
We got everyone's turning.
I love the chat where we can see each like profile picture too. I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are a little bit strange. I don't know what that is, but words taste weird. You've got an interesting.
He's like an
thing.
iRobot.
Is it like an AI robot thing? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'll share the first game. Let's see how we do this.
Representing for the dead gang. And what's up, Droid? Droid, are you from Web3 or did you happen to stumble on in through Twitch? When Facebook? We could do Facebook.
Oh, we talked about Facebook, right? Oh wait, I've just realized I've taken us off the screen. My bad.
Actually, that's a pretty good layout.
Is that all right?
It kind of worked.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I never know. It's like
only because I really like how it displays
you click
your screen like off to the side. Like that's really zoomed in. Hey, what's up, Justin?
Yeah. Oh hey, yeah, we got some new people coming in.
Stubby, cool. Oh, we got everyone coming in. Let's go.
I feel overwhelmed.
Too many people.
What am I doing? Okay. I literally forgot what I was doing. So this is a game like it feels like, Wordle, like those kind of games. Like if you ever played the old board game Mastermind, I call it a board game. It is a board game. I guess it's a board game. But it's this sort of game. I posted the link up on Twitter, so if you want to give it a go, have a go and leave us some feedback on Twitter or Discord. That would be awesome. So we've got. I'll show you just don't mode because it's kind of pointless.
People out there. This one's for you.
Yeah. So I feel like this is like for people who like don't like themselves.
Yeah, you know what? I need to make my life harder. Let's do this puzzle.
Yeah. I've not been very. I feel like I've been bad today. Like I'm gonna log on and punish myself. So this one. So the whole idea is that you guess a character, right? So you click here and then you guess one of these characters. So like Chugs, for example. So let's put Chugs all in here. Now the problem with this just don't difficulty is it gives you no feedback. So it's 100% guesswork.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess I was too scared to even try this one. I'm on
too scared. I mean, it's kind of pointless, but I put it in here just for fun.
Thank you for including how to play LOL. Yeah, it's one of those things that you learn just like any board game. It's like at first you're like, what am I doing? And then you get it, and it's like, oh, this is a fun one. It's a daily challenge if you want.
So this one is kind of pointless, but basically I'm just randomly guessing, and then it might tell me I'm
This is
right.
pain.
So I'll show you the
Okay.
actual version.
That's why it's called Just
I
Don't.
quit. I quit.
We're telling you to not play that one.
Yeah.
But if you get bored,
I mean, if I kind of want to see if someone screen records and they get the Just Don't,
it might be an achievement.
like that feels.
There's not.
Yeah,
Just sorry, I don't
like
want to lead
some
anyone down that
people.
path.
Well, achievement is in
Personal achievement.
like us saying, "Well done."
You get a pat on the head. It's like nice.
I'll send you a tweet.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, we'll send the Cool Cats thumbs up. The one you drew recently.
Yes. We should make that into a patch or like
We'll
a
send that
sticker
to
so that we can send to people. Oh, you did
that'd be
it!
so
And you get
good.
like a little
Yeah.
patch. That's the thumbs up.
I love it because it's like there's a little bit of like sort of potential sarcasm in there. So it's like if someone tried and they didn't do very well, it feels like you could also
It's like a
send it.
participation trophy as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You
tried.
Yeah. Whereas that one, Tymo, that one's a little nicer. It's the one that's like poorly drawn.
Yeah.
It's like I need to add that one to Twitch. But
Yeah, that would be cool. So let's. I'll go through this one. This is easy mode. Easy mode shows you basically exactly where you put stuff, if it's in the right position or if it's the right character. So I'll click guess. So basically, Blue Cat is not in this row. In this version solution. Blue Cat's not in this solution. I think that's the right word I'm looking for. But all these ones are in here because they got the blue around them, but they're in the wrong position. So basically, we now need to. Oh, great! Mine's just refreshed.
Oh man, that would be. You're like about to win, and it refreshes on you.
I don't know if there's some weird thing going on where it's refreshing because multiple people are playing or not. It might be.
Oh, this time Blue Cat
bugs.
is in the right spot. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, it's a little bit nicer. So let's put Joe over here. Let's put Chugs here, and then so Ardi and Kira are not in this, which means there's duplicates. So let's just try
See you later, Droid.
Chugs
Thank you for
Droid.
stopping by.
Ooh, okay. So maybe we've got like Blue's still here,
Blue's
right?
the one that's...
Chugs must be over here. No.
Try Joe.
Yeah. I think it's got to be like that, right?
But they're both red.
This is interesting because it's put red. This might be a bug because it's put red here, right? Oh, Joe must be here
Chugs
then?
on the other one.
Do we think? Chugs on the end.
I was gonna say that
and
one to be Chug.
What's this gonna be?
Yeah.
This one.
And then
Oh, because he's blue up
and
here,
then-
right?
Oh yeah, and then
It must be blue.
oh true, it
Like,
is.
Must
blue.
it just be 3 blues?
Yeah.
Wait, there we go.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
Oh, nice.
So that's the easy mode, and I will say it is a little bit easier.
But it's fun. I think that's a good one.
Time-
If you're just looking for a
time
little
modes.
something to play, like
I'm just laughing at time. Like, please stop making them so addicting. Link. It's like, okay, cool. This one's called Hello.
Just
You press
hello.
the button and it says hello. If you find easy mode too easy, normal mode gives you basically it doesn't tell you the exact location, so it is a little bit more difficult. So for example, it tells you that out of these characters, none of them are in the right position. 3 of them are the correct character but in the wrong position. So this is a little bit harder. So for example, if we just shift all of them along one, let's put Chugs there, Ardi there. Why am I getting confused?
yeah, this one's
Blue.
actually. This is
Oh, no,
more
so-
true to the game, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's not as many rows as the original. I think there might be like
Oh,
12
so you have a lot
rows in
more
the original,
chances
but like
to try to win. Yeah.
yeah, which we could add, but oh
Well,
no,
isn't that
that's
better?
gone worse.
Or yeah.
What? No, knowing that they're not.
Yeah, there's only
in.
one missing.
It
Yeah,
could-
or one wrong.
Oh no, that means there's only one in the one correct.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah.
So because I removed Kira and Joe, that means Kira and Joe must be in here somewhere. And then another one of these. So let's just one of the ways I find to do the solution easier is to put a lot
Yeah.
of the same character in.
So two of them are right.
Oh, okay.
Well, it can't be the blue cat on the end, on the right side, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that we can knock that one out. I feel like it has to be these two, right? Because we had them in orange, and then we had them not in here. So it feels like it has to be those two. I mean, it's a bit of a guess at the moment.
A match game would be fun. Yeah, are you thinking like
like match 3?
I was thinking like the if it's like a bunch of cards like flipped over and you're like flipping 2 at a time. Like match them.
Oh, okay.
But then it grows in size.
Yeah.
We could have, because like where this can expand is we can add the sidekicks in here, and then we can start adding other like smaller characters, so we can really open that door of like who's on here to make it more challenging, like a match game or something. But that's also a hyper casual is a match game like that. If that's if Sheepy, you were talking about a card flipping over. Yeah,
that would be cool. Like so, like basically the characters, right? And you're just flipping them.
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be relatively easy to build, I think.
Yeah. Because another idea we've been talking about is like once we get a bunch of these games, there's like a marathon mode where you're timed and you have to like do each one in a timed amount to like keep progressing through the marathon. So I'm imagining like the card one. It's like you have like 30 seconds and you have to like find all of the solutions quickly.
Yeah, that would be cool. This is just refreshed again. So that's obviously a bug in here where I've got some kind of sockets thing where people are joining and,
Gotcha.
Probably some leftover code from the quiz game. So I'll stop sharing that one. I'll share the other one we've got just quickly.
I really like that view on this Restream. Or it shows like, because we're kind of building everything within that frame already.
Yeah.
It's going to stream great. Did not plan that, which is great.
So it would be, was it this one?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is I'm not gonna.
I might hide this actually, since this wasn't cut off.
Yeah. Oh, is this playing music?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear it. Do you need me to? Is it too loud? Do you need me to mute it?
It's a little loud, I think.
Okay.
It's hard to tell on my end because I have my volumes adjusted for this end of streaming.
Oh wait, it says unmute, as though it's already muted. Let me have a look. Can I do anything with like this?
There we go.
Oh, here we go.
That looks like a clean layout. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you could just mute it out. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, you can do it on the source, which is pretty cool.
So we can mute each other.
Yeah.
Hi. No, I'm just kidding.
Hello?
Yeah.
I think your mic's not working. The classic Discord joke that I think people will keep doing until Discord's no longer a thing. Okay, so this one's called Cool Drop. This is more of a it's not physics based, but it's a lot more interactive. So it's built with Unity and.
Have we not shown this one yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Oops. That was my doorbell going on.
This one's fun. We had a lot of fun with this one internally, and you can hopefully see where this game could advance if people like it and want us to continue with it. I was actually brainstorming with themes today or last night. I couldn't go to sleep, and I was like, it'd be fun if it was like a literal stamp, like you just come in, I can imagine a character's hand coming in and stamp.
Yeah,
just cool. To add that extra layers of RIP in there. But yeah. Anyways,
it would be really cool if when you're done and you've like finished, if also the stamp was like a transparent, like you know,
PNG that
semi-transparent,
you could, like,
you could, yeah, because
yeah,
then
that would be really cool.
you'd see exactly where you got it wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I see what you mean. Like a guide would like overlay,
and then you could
I
see it
that.
like slowly sort of fade in, and then you'd be like, oh, that's where I got it wrong. Because I think at the moment you don't get enough feedback to see exactly where you've gone wrong with it. So I'll play this one. This is like, I'm not going to share this, so sorry if anyone wants to play it, but this is currently like heavily work in progress and like broke and stuff. But this I would say this is a better representation of the type of games that we want to like produce and make.
Yeah, stuff that like uses our IP a little bit more than just like, I don't know, just showcases it a little bit more.
Yeah. And because this is built in Unity as well, we can have like nicer feedback, nicer kind of interactions. Like it feels really snappy compared to the other two, which are basically just like web-based, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. Effectively, I got to try and get it.
Nice.
Ooh,
nice.
That's not bad.
Oh.
This is. Oh no! I clicked.
You were on a good track there. You were.
Do you know what happened? Is I clicked the taskbar. I didn't click the game.
No. Yeah, you had both whiskers, the mouth, and the ears were like, I think like 100% where they were, and then
I panicked. I clicked the taskbar, and then the eye was going down, and I panicked to try and click back in, and then from there it just went awful.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's try one more. Klon, actually, you have the link to this as well, don't you? So you could have you could.
Yeah, I'm cool if you want to play it too.
I'll do one more, and then okay, because I feel like you're better at this than me. Because obviously you know what Blue Cat looks like. Okay, here we go. Let's do one more. Oh no, straight away, not good.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was testing this out, if I messed up immediately, I would just like click a bunch of times to reset. I was like, this isn't good enough.
This is probably going to be a higher score than the last one, even though
because generally it's like, and that's the other thing we'll slowly figure out are like the percentages of like the ranges, because it's like a hard thing to calculate from what I understand of like, if something's off by 1% or like a few pixels, like what does that mean?
Because like sometimes, like I think at the moment it's treating everything very separately, right? Whereas oh man, that was awful, that last one.
That's a 92%.
That's what I mean. So what we need to work out is that it needs to work on like a curve rather than like linear at the moment. So effectively, if you can see where my cursor is, right? So this distance.
Did I just take over? I didn't.
That's fine. I'll just turn it off.
Okay.
I think
how do I not show the URL?
Oh, you do like. I'm not going to share the game, guys. Oh, never mind. Klon's done it anyway.
Yeah, well, you don't get the last bit of it. Yeah. I guess we've already made it this far. It's already leaked.
I mean, realistically, the reason I'm not sharing it is because at some point it will disappear. Like it will just disappear. So when you go to share screen.
I see where I went wrong. Yeah. Okay. I see where I went wrong, but well. Sheepy asked for more ears. So funny, even I know that's a joke, but at the same time, Sheepy, we're definitely like where we see this progressing is we're eventually gonna like add pieces that aren't on Blue Cat, and you have to like make that decision in the moment of like, wait a minute, like let that one pass because that's not on Blue Cat. Okay, here mine's over here,
and then more characters as well, right? Like
and more characters. Exactly. There's a lot we can do with this one, but we just kept it with Blue Cat at first for obvious reasons to get that one good. I think my music's on. Oops. Oh no, this is already bad. Oh no.
I like the music. Music's nice.
Oh no, the music's nice. I just didn't know if it was too loud on my
Warm
end.
up. So you always get a warm up, right?
Yeah. That was the warm up. I gotta lock in.
Lock in. This is what we
Yeah.
love about this game, honestly. It's like it's such a simple game, but we were just like we were competing so hard around the percentages.
Oh dang it! That one was going slower than I thought. I love the speed variables. I think that's really what makes it interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I was going to mention like one thing you might not notice because it might be a bit subtle is like some of them move a lot faster. That feels high, doesn't it? This is what I think. Like 92% definitely feels high. Yeah. We were literally all posting. I think I was the lowest at like 93%. But yeah,
it was just loud on my end.
So here we go.
Oh, dang it! That's too low. That one's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Oh no, it's a pixel
It's
off.
pretty close.
All right.
92% is pretty good.
That feels like a real 92%. My highest score is 97.
What do you think's wrong with that? The left whisker, but do you think there's anything else?
All of the face is up.
Oh, it needs to come down a bit, or
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The mouth needs to go down a little bit, and then if you take the mouth and eyes, actually the eyes might be perfect, but then the ears were like a pixel off. All right, let's try this. There it is. That's on. That's. Nope. Oh dang it. No. No. I will say I'm better at this on mobile. I had it. No way.
The face must be really close. Yeah. I think if you drop the outlines, maybe it is. But
no way. Here we go. I've been hunting for the 100%. I want to be the first one.
I wonder if it's possible.
It has to be, you know. Oh, that one was coming way too fast. I like.
Going quick.
Dang it! It's always one of the eyes.
The thing we said, right, is like what kind of sucks a little bit is if you get the mouth or the eye wrong, then you kind of want to line them up.
I was curious what happens.
Oh, okay.
I was curious, like if you miss it completely, what happens? All right,
you know, I genuinely thought I was lagging then when you didn't click it. So I cut out a minute ago, I think, for a bit.
So I'm doing blue cat looking down. That's what that ended up being. Actually, here I'm gonna purposely do like a really funnier one. I guess.
See how low a percentage you can get.
See how low. Oh no. I want to get the outlines right. The outlines are really tough.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that was
perfect.
I like the face.
Yeah. I was trying to get his mouth right on top of that line.
See, from my point of view, that feels a little high still, right?
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you can't even necessarily see that it's blue cat.
Yeah. Oh, I like Sheepy's suggestion. If you get lower than the 50%, it just says like scratch disk error.
Yeah.
I love how that's totally going to become part of the lore now.
Yeah.
Scratch disk. He's the other evil villain.
I'd love like hidden achievements in the app. Like if we do achievements, which I think will take us a bit longer, but hidden achievements in the app where it also rewards like bad play. Like, you know, you got the scratch disc achievement because you scored like 10% in cool drop. Like that would be fun, but they're hidden, so you don't know how to get them.
I do love hidden achievements, you know,
because then people earn them, right? And then people could say like, "Oh, how did you get that?" And it just gets people talking to each other and like a bit social.
Oh, you have to go in cool drop and get a 50%.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and that's not true.
Yeah.
Someone's like playing cool drop. That'd be awful. That'd be the worst troll.
Oh my god. All right. This is my last go. No. I was really close. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Do you know it might just be that eye, like and a little bit of the whisker.
Dude, it's literally like the whisker and the eye. If those two just went up a little bit, cool. Glad I did it.
That's your high
screen.
score, isn't it? You got 97% before, but
yeah, I want more than that. Cool. I'm glad I was like last one. Let's go, and then it was 97.
What's funny is that, like, last one, genuinely lets me know that we've done something right, because that's what I used to say whenever I used to play Aram, like League of Legends, like Aram. I'd be like, me and Vicky would play, and if we lost really badly, I'd be like, okay, last one.
Yeah. Well, and then you win one, and then it's the opposite. It's like, well, okay, we just won, so.
We're on a hot streak. Like last one. You say last one about like 5 times. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's got to be addicting. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why I think it'll be fun if you play this and there's different characters that it's like cycling through them. So
yeah,
it's fun to play Blue Cat over and over again. But I think the fun of this game are the like twists it throws you. And in this case, I think the main twist is just the speed. Yeah. Like sometimes you're not expecting the piece to fly in as fast as it is. So if like you go from Blue Cat to then like Joe and you're not expecting that, I think that's where like the fun is. And you try to get through like all 4 characters, and then like maybe the percentages add up and you get like a scorecard at the end. It could be real life fun. Yeah, and it could be Blue Cat making different faces. Honestly, that's the easy layup of like, we have all of the assets to do that we could.
There's like 2 ranks with it. One, we could go like fully randomized, so you just press play and you get a random character, you get random emotes, like random faces, or we could make it like levels, so it's like level 1 standard Blue Cat, level 2 Joe, level 3 Ardi, because then you could score, like you could be like, oh, I got 100% on the blue, but I'm really trying to get 100% on Ardi. Like it gives you different challenges, maybe.
Because like a lot of games, you try to like 3-star everything.
The 3-star thing. Yeah.
And then like if you get 100%, it's like 3-star, but they're all like gold, like shining even brighter, sort of thing.
100%. We should do that. That would be really cool. Because then, like, I think anything above 90 would be like 3-star, but then you've got like 3-star, like 3-star perfect, like, you know, little perfect tag or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. You just know by looking at it and seeing like scroll through all of them. And of course, there would have to be an achievement for like perfecting everything.
The achievement would be like, do you need a hug?
I was going to say that. Like, are you okay?
Are you okay? Yeah. You've spent like over 1,000 hours on Core Drop. Like, feel free to send us a DM. Like,
thanks for the time. You get the Blue Cat thumbs up.
Blue Cat thumbs up. Yeah. Are you okay? That'd be so funny.
I don't know why it reminds me of. I'm thinking of a South Park episode where they play Guitar Hero, they get the highest score, and it's just like, you suck. It's like you basically like you have no life.
Yeah. It's like you've made it's like the WoW one as well. It's like, how do you kill that has no life?
That, and then so what do we do now? Well, we play the game.
Yeah, I know. It's like, but wait, what? That's such a good episode. It's so bad, but I love it.
I just I got a buddy into WoW recently, and then I was like, okay, now that you understand the game, let's watch the South Park episode, because like you just understand it on so many levels after like no lifing WoW. Oh wow, how accurate that is.
I think when you can have a small percentage where you start to feel like defensive, then you get it. Like when
Yeah.
you're like, wait, this is targeting me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I
you're
like they did their research on it too. Like some of the spells that they're talking about. I'm like, oh, those are all real spells in the game.
Yeah.
And then there's
they
some fake.
must. They
Yeah.
must. I can't believe that no one there. Someone must play it, right?
Yeah.
I feel
It
like they
makes me
must.
think that they like all got into it and they're like, okay, let's make a
Yeah.
like that was them, and so they had to like make an episode about it.
I do think because I wonder if like Blizzard would be cool with it now, but like because they got they literally have like the in-game footage, right? So it's like they obviously must. I
They had
mean,
to
I
have worked with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume so. Otherwise, like they I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Like South Park gets away with a lot of stuff sometimes. So
You killed Matt, who has no life. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
and someone did a cosplay of that. Like one of the Blizzard conventions, and he wheeled out the keyboard. It's so good.
My favorite part is when he swipes off the chip.
Yeah, it's so good.
And then he
man, I miss the big BlizzCons. I hope they do some more again.
Yeah. I miss
Oh,
like
yeah.
and stuff like that. I managed to go to the last E3 ever in existence without knowing it. But I miss all those conventions and stuff.
Yeah.
But now every company just seems to do their own thing, and sometimes just digitally.
Yeah. Oh, Sheepy, I remember the episode you're talking about. I can, like
I didn't know they made a WoW episode. Really?
it's not WoW. It's not WoW. It's like they call it. It's got a different. Yeah, it's got a different name. Like I can't remember the name of it, but she's like playing like Barbarian Crusade or something.
You know what? I have seen that episode. Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Sheldon teaches her, and then
anyways, go on. Sorry.
it basically like Sheldon teaches her, I think, and then they shut off the Wi-Fi, and like because. And then they're like, she's like, what's going on with the Wi-Fi? She gets like super addicted to it. It's so good. And then there's another episode where like they're getting bullied and they go and see the guy who like stole something, like stole one of their items or something like that. I can't remember if that's related to the WoW type game, but it's so funny. She becomes all gross and like covered in snacks and stuff.
Yeah, you're just evolving backwards then at that point.
Oh, I wonder if they're playing
Raid Shadow Legends.
It's is it playing Conan the Barbarian? Maybe. No, there was like some barbarian game. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why I'm thinking about it so much.
Hey, Sheepy knows.
Yeah. I love Big Bang. I know some people don't like it because they're too intelligent for Big Bang Theory, but let us.
For me, it's
enjoy it.
Sitcoms. Sitcoms, like I either love it or I hate it on some of them.
Yeah. I like Big Bang Theory because it tricks me into thinking I'm clever. Like it makes jokes that are like sound really intelligent, and when I find them funny, I think, "Oh, I'm really clever."
They're speaking my language.
Yeah, and then a real expert comes in and is like, "Oh, you're dumb."
Yeah. I'm not a hater on sitcoms, Jeej, but you're right. I'm definitely not a just lover of sitcoms. It's the laugh track. I think it's the laugh track that just like really annoys me. Whereas like I've been watching Malcolm in the Middle again, and like that's sort of a sitcom, but it's like filmed differently, and then there's no laugh track, and I think that's why I like shows like that more. I get one without a laugh track.
The problem is I don't watch much TV like at all, really.
Same.
So like I kind of need a laugh track, otherwise I don't know when to find stuff funny because I'm pretty dumb.
I'm so robotic. Like, am I supposed to laugh? Oh, I hear them laugh. Ha ha. I'm just kidding.
It's exactly like that, right? I'm like, oh, now's when the problem is I laugh a little bit after, so everyone knows I'm just copying the laugh track.
Delayed laugh. Yeah. I'm totally the guy that like will say the line before it's actually said in whatever what. If it's like something I've rewatched 100 times,
Yeah.
I'll like quote the line before it happens.
I can tell that, like, if me and Vicky watch Lord of the Rings, I can tell she's like working hard, right, to not say the line that's coming up. She's like, she loves it. Like, I
Especially
really
the
like
Aragorn
it,
part.
but yeah, yeah.
In the second book or the second movie. That's
So
where he breaks his foot.
I mean, everyone has to shout, like, you shall not pass, right? Like, you kind of have to. But, yeah. The toe break. What's that?
The Aragorn toe break. I think at this point it's a meme. It's like if you ever watch it, where he kicks the helmet.
Oh no, the one I know is the one where Samwise runs into the river and cuts his foot. Like when he's running
I actually didn't know that one. I guess.
Yeah, so they because they got the like weird rubber feet on, right? Like they put them on, but he didn't really have like proper like shoes on. He as he's running towards Frodo,
and
like,
at the end of the first one.
Yeah. He like cuts his foot, but like he just powers on through. Like
damn. I mean, same thing with Aragorn. He like kicks the helmet, stays in character, and then has to yell, but he's like, yelling in pain and so
good. Also another thing is like that so like Gandalf, who's played by Sir Ian McKellen, is genuinely a wizard. Like none of it was visual effects.
He's actually a wizard.
Yeah, he's actually a wizard. It kind of sucks we don't see more, like we don't really see, like, apart from like the really like the
Balrog.
Like, you don't get to see, like, I want to see him like cast like, you know, magic missiles and fireball.
Oh yeah, Ignis.
Should we do a Lord of the Rings watch along? I think we get cancelled, but we banned or what? Not cancelled.
Trust me,
cancelled's the wrong phrase.
But I only watched the extended version, so we'd be here for a while.
Yeah. We watched it. We watched all of them recently. We were going to try and watch The Hobbit, but we just never got around to it.
But
I like The Hobbit.
You've watched it though, right? The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you haven't?
yeah. I was almost like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I was so like, how dare you ask me if I've watched The Hobbit?
Well, that's why I knew it was a stupid question, but the way I was hearing it, I was like, huh?
Yeah, like the way you asked, like you were almost like, that can't be. You've watched it, right? Like
true. The Link I know would never, you know.
I say no, and then you just see me like removed from the stream. No, I can't do this anymore. You just turn it off. Like
yeah. I like The Hobbit. Don't love it. That's where I stand on it.
Yeah, I think Vicky's the same. I think I think it's like up there with.
I enjoy it.
If you compare it to other stuff, I think it's like still really good, right?
Mm-hmm. I definitely love it way more than Rings of Power. Rings of Power is too polished. And actually, someone posted on Reddit about like Peter Jackson talking about like he wanted to do fantasy but make it real instead of like fantasy and like kind of just do all these unrealistic things. And I think that's where Rings of Power has gone wrong. It's like too mystical. It's too like polished, and it doesn't feel real. I don't know. It's like I'll still watch it. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about like it's like too much, and I don't want to blame it on CGI, but
I don't know. I genuinely don't know what it was. We watched Rings of Power, and I still don't think we've watched the last episode. I think for me, as weird as it sounds, I really struggle with too many storylines. So like people rave over Game of Thrones, right? They absolutely love it. I liked it, but I liked it as more of like me liking an action film. Like I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed but there was too many storylines for me.
It's hard to keep up.
I just like I'm like, oh man, I don't have the capacity for this. And Rings of Power felt more like that than like Lord of the Rings. I know Lord of the Rings had multiple storylines going on at certain points. But
Yeah.
Rings of Power felt like it was more, and I was
Well,
like,
you know what you're getting yourself into with Lord of the Rings. It's like, okay, if you're seeing Frodo and Sam, Gollum's there, they
yeah,
are sequestered. They are on their own journey. And then like, so that's easy to I think it's like usually there's like 3 or 4 at a time with like Lord of the Rings.
yeah,
Versus Game of Thrones, where one episode you just might not even see a person, and then
yeah,
like a
yeah.
few episodes, and then it comes back to them, and you're like, oh, right.
Yeah,
They're
I
doing
find it.
that. Yeah.
I'm quite a lazy, especially with like film and TV. I'm quite a lazy sort of like, right, you do the work and you entertain me. I'm not going to do any work. So if you need me to remember this over like 2 or 3 episodes, it's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. I will say I did like Game of Thrones until the obvious, what everyone thinks, the last like
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Yeah,
I still enjoyed it, but
I liked it. I really, one thing that just I was like, oh come on, like, because it was so obvious, and I just thought it was rubbish. Was when like Oberon died. I was like,
yeah,
come on, like I really wanted to see like the skilled, like more dexterous like fighter win over the like huge brute. Like I was like, and then I was just like, oh man, like that sucks. It was so obvious, like it was just the way it was leading up to it. I was like, that sucks. Like he was clearly so like skilled. Like let the awesome skilled dude win. But
yeah,
it was. I guess it was from the books, right? I've never read the books. But
no, me either. Get too invested in characters, I can't carry on. Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing. Oh, my favorite character. Honestly, that's like Last of Us right now. Actually, I shouldn't say anything. I realize that's like current, so I'm gonna not speak on Last of Us anymore because I realized I didn't give any spoiler heads up. So
I keep getting recommended the House of Dragons by people.
Yeah, I can't give an opinion on it because I haven't given it a fair watch. My problem is if I'm not like locked in and I'm watching it later, I just fall asleep.
Yeah,
I can't even help it. I just fall asleep.
I'll say one of the best ones I've watched in a long time was the Witcher series. Like I love those.
Get ready for Jeej to start commenting. Jeej loves The Witcher, and part of it is Henry Cavill.
Well, yeah, she should chat to Vicky then.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, I get it. I mean, the dude, and he fits the role like so well.
Well, it makes sense though, right? Because like obviously, like Jeej likes Henry Cavill, Vicky likes Henry Cavill, and like look at the 2 dudes on stream, right? Like it makes sense. Like, come on,
spitting images. Yeah, really. Like what was it? The Hemsworth brother kind of like filled in. Why didn't we get the audition?
Exactly.
Watch Andor. I don't know if I've watched that. Have you?
Andor, is that the new one? I watched. What was the one I watched? It was like the Jedi with massive. I watched The Mandalorian, which I thought was awesome. I really like The Mandalorian.
Andor.
The reason I like The Mandalorian is because it genuinely felt like a game. It felt like they were doing stuff, and then he'd go back with the like to basically upgrade the gear, right? So it literally felt like he was leveling up. I loved it. I'm a big fan. Yeah, you haven't watched it. Or...
Yeah, which feel free to spoil anything. I'm not worried. I'll probably.
It was only really the leveling up stuff I liked. Like, there's probably loads of story that I missed.
Time though. Henry Cavill has 1 million fans. If he has, yeah. Also, what's up, Joy? We had to go. Bye, Joy.
Oh yeah, Mandalorian RPG. That would be yeah. It felt like that. It felt like an RPG because it was like. He almost had the decision of, what's the metal called? Is it Beskir? Someone will know in the chat because I'm a noob. Like,
Beskir.
I think it was called Beskir. So Beskir or Beskar.
Yeah.
Actually, it does sound like best gear, doesn't it? Like
That
best
kind of
in
sounds like
slot.
best gear.
Like, yeah. But he would literally go back, and it's like, you've got this, and it felt like he could decide, like, oh, okay, cool, I'll get the rockets on the back, or I'll get the jump pack, or it
Yeah.
felt like that, which was really cool. But yeah, like that was just a random thing that I liked about it.
Yeah, I enjoy sci-fi, but I'm definitely more of a fantasy like genre, even though they're
me
kind of
too.
the same. But I feel like it's always one or the other.
Yeah.
with that.
I like some. Although actually thinking about it, the sci-fi I like probably has like mixtures of fantasy in, right? Because you think about,
Right.
I'm not a huge Star Wars person, so I'll just put that
Yeah.
out there.
I enjoy
Vic-
it. And I'm not like obsessed
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. But there's like, yeah, fantasy. I love fantasy stuff. Like, it's
Whereas
just,
Lord of the Rings, I'm obsessed about.
Lord of the Rings, like The Witcher, like just trying to think of the other ones, but like
Actually, if you ever fancy an anime, Frieren is like a semi newer one, and I love it because it's just like a D&D campaign, but it's not about the fighting, it's about the journey, and there's like a twist about it. I feel like I've already brought this up.
what's it called?
Frieren, Frienen. Frieren.
Oh, right.
I'm so bad at spelling out loud, by the way. But it's
just gonna
called
type-
Frieren's Journey's End. And this isn't spoiling it because this is set up, but Jeej spelled it. But it's like if a D&D party saves the world and elves live forever, and so it's like her party is now past, and then like what happens after that, and like it's really cool because then it's like about the journey. But anyways, if you love fantasy and like D&D and stuff like that, I love it, and it's a good anime, and the dub of it in English is really good too. They have like good voice actors. Delicious in Dungeon is also
I've watched that.
Have you watched that one?
It's
that one's
good.
great.
Yeah,
I figured you'd like
good.
that one. Yeah.
The reason I like delicious in that's quite hard to say actually. The reason I like Delicious in Dungeon is because it's like so weird, right? Like I love the concept of like
eating monsters.
Like, oh, actually, this is like a small part of an RPG is like the crafting cooking component. Let's really lean into that. It's so good. Like, and then they meet the dwarf, right? And he's like insanely good at cooking. I love it. Like, I really enjoyed it. I had to stop watching it though because like Link doesn't like it. The one he absolutely loves me watching is Reincarnated as a Slime, and he calls it Blue Slime Anime. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. I think he just likes the blue slime that just jumps around.
That's cute. Reincarnated as a slime. I can already kind of see what the point of that is.
This is a bit of a spoiler, but like it happens right at the beginning of the first episode. So the slime ends up getting an ability called like eat or consume or something. You can basically eat or consume anything. It's the only ability he's got, and it's like quite weak. But then it allows him to gain any power from like a monster that he eats.
Okay.
So then he just becomes insanely powerful, like one of the most powerful beings.
Everything.
Yeah.
And
he just becomes insanely powerful, basically. It's really fun, really good to watch. But that one's really cool. I loved Delicious in Dungeon as well. I thought that was awesome.
And to relate Frieren, it's definitely a slower one. That is it's how I put it is like it feels like you're reading a book when you're watching that one, and it's about like the visuals. It just is beautiful. And I was watching Delicious and Dungeon at the same time, and it's funny because they both have like a mage that's an elf, and the ears point like straight out. They're like, it feels like the characters are exactly the same, but they're way different. But it's interesting.
What was the other one I watched that was like I mean, I watched Sword Art Online. I love that one. That was a bit older.
Power Leveling is like a new one. I haven't gotten all the way through it. I think I finished the first season. I don't know that that anime would be like right up my alley because it's all about leveling up, gaming, and like that sort of thing. But something just it never clicked with me. But people
The
love it.
Sword Art Online one.
No, solo leveling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a
I
newer
feel like
one.
I feel like I might have tried that one and I couldn't get
Yeah,
into it because it sounds familiar.
it's cool. It's a great. I mean, it's a cool concept. It's just gaming IRL.
Yeah.
Like if it
What
actually became a part of your life.
one of the ones I really liked. This is a bit old, and I don't know if they've got like they. I don't think it's dubbed. I think it's like only subtitles and stuff. But it's called Log Horizon. I probably told you about this as well because like when we talk about anime, it seems like
We
you
always
tell me
bring up
about
the ones that we've been watching. Yeah.
you tell me about Freer, and I tell you about Log Horizon.
Oh, internet issues. Moment. See if Link comes back. Also, Jishis, that's adorable. I was reading your comment. That's awesome that you watch an episode at dinner every time. Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. I think you're back, Link. Is it mega delayed?
Hello. I think
Yeah.
I keep disconnecting every so often for some reason. I have no idea why.
You're here now. It's definitely,
okay, cool.
but you like full paused for a second.
Oh, okay.
And you're talking about your anime.
That was me just taking a break. Like it's called Log Horizon, and it's like super MMO, but it's very detailed about MMO. So like it goes into like almost like tech trees and like talent systems, loads of stuff like that. It's
10% bonuses.
yeah, genuinely, it's like, oh, if I get this 10% and then I add it to my like gauntlet, like it's a bit too like much probably for some people because they almost go into like the maths of it, right? It's like the maths on screen. It's like exactly, like they get so deep into the mechanics.
Solo leveling's a must watch too. All right, I will say at the end of season 1 of Solo Leveling, something happens, and I won't say it because I think it's a pretty big deal. But once that thing happened, I was like, oh, okay, I like that. And then like, I just haven't gone back to it because I started watching Freerin, and that was more like, I loved that. What's up, Van? The only thing you missed was me getting a 97%. On stream.
Are you going to play it again? Do you want to ban it again?
Yeah.
Or are you worried you don't want to remove the 97%?
Yeah. Please watch Freerin. I think it's like I said, it's a comfy watch. It gives me the same feeling I get when I watch Lord of the Rings, where it's like a comfort thing for me. All right. I don't think I'm gonna get another 97%. I'm gonna get a 100%.
The other anime I've watched is like what is it? The Shield Hero, Adventures of the Shield Hero, and that is like basically like there's 4 heroes and they end up going in. They end up going into like this world, but they come from real life and they get like they get like really good. Andor, I've seen the adverts for Andor and like I thought it looked awesome, but I don't think I started watching it.
I'll definitely start watching it. Gigi and I are at a point where we have nothing. We've like gone through all of our things, and then I feel like whenever you get through all of your things, at least for me, I start rewatching things I've already seen before instead of trying something new.
Yeah. Would be cool if exactly. So that's what we were talking about earlier with like the transparent overlay to show like where you were off slightly.
And I'm excited in general for some of these games to like really like, and this is my side of things, is like add the art assets. We're just really trying to get certain parts of the kind of like web experience that we're making. We want to make sure that that's all good to go before we start polishing some of these games. And so instead, just like, what games can we create? What genres? And I think people will like this one. I mean, I've enjoyed it again for the, on stream. I'm like wanting to complete it. So like, I really want this to like I want it to look like there's a piece of paper on like a table, and as the like markers are coming down, when you've like selected it, all good. Link is gonna refresh. So like as the piece is coming down, when you've like selected it, I want like a hand, like Blue Cat's hand to come in and like do like a stamp. Oh, is sorry, doing stuff live. If Link needs anything, but yeah, like okay, so Jicious, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to add to the stream. All right, we're sorry if I put you. I don't know if I canceled him out or not. Hey, there we go. Yeah.
I saw the toggle going across. I already clicked it, so literally you toggled it, and then it went back and turned me back off straight away.
Yeah. Sheepy, honestly, like the big inspiration here is Mario Party. I feel like that's like we want to create a bunch of tiny games that are fun on their own, but then we could mash them together into like a WarioWare thing. So like kind of going back to that marathon like thing I said is like I love that you can get good at these on their own. Like you can play this game by itself, but then it becomes a part of like you have to do this one, then the matchmaking one, and then that, and see how you do on all of them in one run. But I'm excited, like, well, really, I don't know if I should say it's a Link, not on stream before I just say it on stream, so I don't lock ourselves in. But I've been thinking about themes of these games because, like, right now,
I think you can say it because the whole point is like,
well, we haven't shown the game yet. It's the
but I just think it's like I don't know.
Ardi's Arcade actually has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Instead of Workshop.
Yeah.
Well, not actually. Workshop is us doing this. But I do like Ardi's Arcade because he's the one creating the games and like the lore of this. Like Ardi's the one creating the games. And so we have a game. It's like a simple like ball drop game into like a cup. Drop a ball and it has obstacles and stuff. I wanted to call it like Sugar Cube Trick Shot. And so it's all about, I think it's coffee if it's like Joe, Ardi, or Chugs. But then if it's Joe, or I said Joe, it's Blue Cat, Ardi, and Chugs, it's coffee. And then if it's Joe, it's tea. Just a visual thing. It literally makes no difference. And then they're like cheering on in the background if you get it or not. But just having fun with those assets and like, if you drop a sugar cube, that's square. Like I think if it hits like the corners, it does like wild things. So that's like the variable. And it's just bouncing off of stuff and everything. But like really theming that to the milk chug and like what are the obstacles? You can have like one of those napkin holders that can bounce off of. Like the door's open for possibilities. But
like
when we're making these games,
great.
Yeah, straws, like stirs, sugar things, like that's how we're thinking about it with these games. Like we're showing you the functionality on stream, but then we want to like design it and stuff, which hopefully should be the point of other drawing streams is that I'm going to be drawing some of the assets and maybe brainstorming this live. So that, you could Kira could knock your cube out of the cup randomly. I actually love that. Like,
ooh,
it's kind of like a thing that like happens since you have to like time it right.
I mean, what would be kind of sick is like in harder levels, like fractures on the screen. So if it goes into them, it goes into the fracture and then comes out another one. That would be pretty.
And we could, if we want, that's how we could do velocity too, kind of like Portal. So if you drop a certain height, it like picks up and then it shoot out, and then you go over stuff. Oh my god!
Yeah.
See, I've been secretly most excited about this game because I think I just like these games. They're super easy. You go with if we're thinking about mobile, you just go left and right with your thumb, and then you click like confirm to like drop. And you just watch it happen. And I think
we could show the game. There's not really anything to see. Show it off. Like you'll see why we didn't necessarily show the game off because there's nothing to it.
It's probably the roughest state it could be in, but it's the functionality. It functions, and so. But yeah, I like Ardi's Arcade too because the alliteration. I like it a lot, and it's just kind of like his section. Let's see. Does this? Yeah, I love that this view is like perfect, like perfectly cut. Yeah. So this is why we didn't want to initially show it on stream because it's like the roughest thing. Okay, so how you have it, which is interesting. I forgot the ball is just always going left to right.
Yeah. So the one thing I've got in my head at the moment is one action. That's it. So like for everything we do, if there is a way to basically just have like one singular action, because then on mobile it's tap the screen, on desktop it's click the screen. So that would be the premise for all of the early games. And then we see which one people like and stuff, and then we can add additional controls. Oh, I just realized I wasn't even looking at.
Yeah, Van was saying a recipe game where you're given an amount of ingredients you need to put in. You need to add the proper amount. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah,
like an assembly line kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
I think that's what.
Well, and even potentially this sort of thing, right? If you've got like you need to add a certain level of milk, you're dropping milk into it, and then you get stuff that you don't want to drop into the cup, so you have to drop it outside.
Yeah.
You know, like anything like that. It's hard to see, but there's a lot more that's gone into this than it looks. So like, I'm trying to get it so that the ball bounces on the corner here because it's got physics. It's not just like dropping.
Oh, I saw it a little bit.
Oh, you could almost.
I like all the brainstorming going on.
So it's got like a bouncy. There we go. You can sort of see it. Oh, I keep missing.
Yeah, Sheepy. That's like.
I mean, you can kind of see why we weren't necessarily share this.
But yeah, Sheepy, that's like, this is honestly text. What we're doing today is like exactly what we want to always do on an Ardi's workshop. Is like, it's a brainstorming sesh, and for us to like show you where our heads are at. Because we enjoy it. We enjoy I love reading comments when we're doing this because like it really helps us think on the fly. But yeah, I don't know why I'm like so stuck on the idea that the sugar cube is a square, and so like once we add obstacles and stuff and like ramps and things like that, just like I feel like there's going to be a randomness variable of like how the cube is like turning, and you might just hit it on that one. Anyways, yeah, but
yeah, because I can see this ramping up. Like even if we don't change many of the actions of it, it's still effectively the same game, right? It's moving back and forth, and you have to. It's like a plinko board.
Yeah, and hope
so basically, it just you're hoping to try and get it down the right track, kind of thing. Yeah,
Van, I love it too. The multi-talking, like you have people on all platforms chatting.
I found when I was a viewer, I was kind of typing and not reading. So I was on which it doesn't matter.
One of them.
I was on Twitch, and I was on one of them. So I was on like Twitch, right? And I wasn't reading the Twitch chat. I was typing messages
on screen chat.
Chat.
Yeah, it's gonna get to a point where if people are talking a lot, I might need to like shrink the size of it because I made it gigantic on stream, just so it like fills up more.
Yeah. Can you change the size of this?
I'm talking about OBS on not the Restream one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Although I really am growing to love this like Restream Studio. That's what we're using right now, in case anyone's wondering. Or it's like we can like flip all the windows around like very easily, you know, all sorts of. Here's the one that we hate, is the very zoomed in one.
It's so much more worse for me.
Like, you looked down as I did that, and so you looked up and just stopped.
I need to sit back so much more. Yeah. That is funny. There's there's a few different layouts, but I think certain ones. It's annoying that it doesn't quite remember, because when we screen share, it sort of jumps back to the other one.
But again, I love that if we do show an app, which we know is going to be in these dimensions, like I can't get over how perfect it's like framed up and down. So
yeah,
but
So I got a couple of other
Hey.
things that I was going to mention. What is it? Oh yeah, I was just going to ask a couple of questions, like if people are up for it. What is your, if you had to pick a hyper casual mobile game that it's like, for me it was Hearthstone at one point, and I know that sounds crazy because it doesn't feel hyper casual, but it was like rather than hyper casual, I think it's like hyper accessible.
Anyone can
What
play
is the
it.
game that you can just quickly, you can quickly grab either on your phone, your tablet, or like PC? Which is the one where you're like, I'm just going to go on here for a bit? Like if you have a game that you do that with, mine at the moment is a game called Drop Duchy, which is like this Tetris based one with tiles, and then you basically lock them into position. Depending on if you unlock them, you get like resources, and then you can use those resources to upgrade your cards. But like, I'd love it if anyone has any, like just dump them in the chat, and then I'll just go.
Yeah, Geej, I already told Flink about that like ball sorting game that you do, where it has like the 8 vials and you have to like move them around. Because that one I think is doable for us to actually make. I don't know what that genre is called. It's like a puzzle sorting game. I don't know if you're still here, Geej. You might know the genre. Geej honestly is a great person to ask for hyper casual. It's all Geej plays on their phone. The games I play, you make all the balls the character heads, exactly. And we have eight characters. I guess technically you only need 7, because like one of the vials in this game has to be empty at the end. So
I always think as well, there is the opportunity of like, if we really needed more, is like using the one of one cats. Like if we really needed a ton more,
that's a great idea.
Because like we might need like, I don't know, 50 or something. I don't know. I don't know what game would need that.
No, honestly, I'm glad you mentioned that. Like same thing about all of the Shadow Wolf one of ones too. Is like the characters are easy and are usually our first go-to because we want to use the characters as much as we can. But you're right. It's like that's Blue Cat in different forms, and so it's that's really cool. Slide puzzle. Oh yeah, like a slide puzzle like the one I used to play is called not traffic jam or car. I don't know. Actually, I completely forgot. I used to play it all the time. But yeah, you slide like the rectangles around, and you have to get one of them out of the slide. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like the original is like you've got it jumbled and you have to make the picture,
and then you have to
like
solve it. Yeah.
Okay. Those are. I think I've actually built one of them. So that might, like, I built it ages ago, but I think that might be like something that's super simple and easy for us to do.
Not really many coffee shop simulator. I think we've talked about that.
I love it because it's like it's just the same thought process, right? As us, it's like, oh, wouldn't it be sick to do this thing? And then it's like, it's quite a lot of work, but it would be amazing. Like, I just feel like that would fit really well,
especially in that
I mean, I'd love
to, and that would be like.
I'd love to do just like a dungeon run as well, to be honest. Like, it would be cool to just do some kind of dungeon run.
Oh my god, if we made it like a roguelike game. And that's the thing is like, so we want to make all these hyper casual games, but we know at some point we will have made like enough. And there might be one of them that's like extra fun. And we do want to like make it a longer term project where we are trying to build a game, a real game. But it would take longer. And the reason we don't want to do that off the rip is because we don't want to like sell this hype thing and it not deliver up to expectations. But we've been like dragging it along for months of like oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
just wait, there's a game coming. Like I don't want to do that anymore. It's not fun for anyone. So it's nice that
Yeah.
we can do these little
Yeah.
things, show them on screen, and you get to see the progression. Because like some of the games we've shown, like
Yeah.
I really had like in my head, I see the final version of it, and I'm excited that we will eventually get there with some of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because we've got some, right, which have been... We've got some that we haven't shared as well, by the way, because they are proper, like one's a red square that's like jumping around. So we got some that are like proper not done, and then some that are a little bit more done. We've also got some that have like controls baked in for mobile, so like they're going to be a bit more involved. But like there's definitely this idea of we want to build this like social kind of like fun arcade cabinet that also combines like the live content, right? Like we want people, like how sick would it be right now if people are chilling in chat and then also leaks it would be sick if people were chilling in chat and then they're also playing like Cool Drop, right? Like they're just playing something very simple, very small, but they're playing it, they're enjoying it, and they're, you know, effectively accruing like fake points or gold or whatever, just for fun. Like it's for fun, right? So that would be really cool if we had that people are enjoying and having fun, content's being created, and then we can kind of test some of these mechanics, get feedback. Like people can say like, oh, the jumping on this is really, really weird. Like we don't like it. And then we can investigate that. And then what we've actually end up with is a suite of games with all these different mechanics that are tested and tweaked and improved. And then you take all of those mechanics and put them together. And then all of a sudden you've got like, oh, actually, this is like the makes of like a slightly bigger game. And not promising it, but we would love to then actually like make that game available on you know, like Steam or Epic Games or something, where it's like Cool Cats has a game that's out there, it's made by us, we've got like full like, you know, ownership, and we can get direct feedback and implement that feedback directly into the game to improve it. Like that would be awesome. But it's not just the game, we've got some other, like there's other things, right, that we don't necessarily want to talk about right now because there's big tech hurdles with
and we don't want to like
them.
speak it out in existence without having like know that we either can actually do it or like, you know, selling an idea. I don't know. So and so
it's like like just promising something that like in our heads is like, actually this
this is actually a lot harder to make than we think, and is not like worth it, or like the idea didn't really pan out, because that happens. Like we could have this awesome idea in our head of like a game or something, and it's like we make it and it's like, oh, that wasn't that fun. Or like I could like genuinely happen. So
I mean, like Van saying, like the quiz, I built the quiz very quickly, and I didn't really expect people to enjoy it like as much as they seem to have.
And there's a lot we can do with that.
I was like
that is something. And like when I think about the specifically the quiz one, I'm like, that could be implemented in so many other areas. Like I don't know, I'm just like thinking of a different game or an experience. Like the quiz could pop up in a certain way, or like we can like do that on stream. Like anyways, I don't know, where I realize it's harder for me to talk about what I'm thinking about because it's not really a full thought yet. You know, like I just see it translated.
Well, no, but I
guess that's
get
really what I'm trying to get at, is like
but I get that the quiz can be like this modal thing that like interjects in different places, right? Like you could be like, oh, someone's just kicked up a quiz and put up like a prize of some of their, I don't know, like some other community person's kicked up a quiz, right? And then it pops up like, do you want to, you know, I'm trying to think of the game, but there's the Pokemon TCG Online used to do this, where people I don't know if it was people or if it was like curated, but there'd be like tournaments like every 3 hours or something. And you could go into the tournament and then like basically queue up for it. But you could play whilst you're queuing up for another tournament. And they'd have prizes like you'd win a card pack or whatever. They'd be kind of cool if it's like, oh, the quiz is starting in an hour, and then everyone's playing their mini games, and then
and it's like a
quiz.
big,
it would be quite cool.
There could be a bracket to it. There could be. I still think I can't wait till we add images to it. Like, as someone who hates reading, I'm like, it'd be fun of like just which one's different. I have to like quickly figure out visually which one's different than the others.
We'd probably have to give that a little bit more time, I reckon, because I feel like the timer at the moment feels maybe it's still a tiny bit too quick for some questions, but it's almost
but that I will say the timer is what makes it fun. If there was no timer, this would not be fun. It's the fact that you have to like you have that pressure building, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know what the answer is, but I gotta pick one. So
cool. I think like I don't know, it feels like a good transition maybe for you.
And I'm only extending this to you because I know what I'm about to do is actually going to get quite, in my eyes, quite boring. But I want to do it. So it might not, if you want to jump off, feel free. I don't mind.
I think it makes sense for me to just jump off because it just, I don't know, it feels cool. It's easier for you, although I feel like we've been chatting with the chat. Like, I feel like it's easier for you when you're drawing to be chatting with the chat.
Because I get distracted a lot. Actually, one thing I was wondering is, this wouldn't make sense, but I feel like I want to like end stream on Restream, but restart it on the other one. But I feel like you lose all the viewers and stuff. I mean, is what it is. I guess maybe in the theme of Ardi's workshop, we're gonna test it out for the first time. I just feel like I just have a better layout because like the one thing Restream doesn't do well is like I can't crop my Photoshop view because I like to just show what I'm working on. It's like the biggest thing. But I want to work on animation, so I think I will transition, but I'll at least say what I'm doing right now. I have the TV Blue Cat, and I want to make some animations with it. That's basically it.
Yeah. The one thing I was going to say was there's this idea floating around, and let us know if it sounds stupid. But almost like having like a fast hackathon style thing where we come with a little bit prepared potentially, but like we basically say like, right, what game do you want us to try and build? And we could see what we could do in like 2 to 3 hours. Like, so like, you know, Klon would be like drawing, creating animations, like curating ideas and stuff as well. And then I would be trying to code something.
And we can like flip between the two screens as we're working on it. So you can like see both sides of the development. But we come on and I'm just going to use Sheepy's example. Sheepy was like, make a match card game. And it's like, that could be the theme. And we're just like, okay, let's make that's the concept. Let's try to make that. All right, I need to make what the cards look like, and you need to make them flip over and like match and all that stuff. And like, it'd be really fun just to see what's possible, you know?
Yeah, because we could come with like a template, right? So I could come with like some stuff set up, like, you know, there's some stuff you have to set up in Unity, which I'm sure people are like way quicker than me at doing, but like there's some stuff you have to set up, like you have to have like an event system, you have to have like, you know, like audio managers and game managers and this sort of thing. I can come with all the boring stuff set up, ready to go.
To know to do all that.
And then we can kind of see how far we could get. But like, I have a sneaky suspicion that match
we can do. That might be the first one we do, because like, I know I could make the assets really easily. Because I mean, that's the other side of it. With is Link and I have to be realistic with ourselves, and it's like, can we do that quickly? Like on both sides of it. And a card, I feel like come up with the card design, do it for like all the characters, create backs of the cards. Maybe a timer, maybe what the table looks like. I'm just sorry, now I'm just thinking through it. I'm like, yeah, I think we could do that on stream.
Yeah.
Coffee shop sim. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's another thing we could do, right, as well, is we could do stuff like, you know, oh, this week we're going to try and do the match game, and then next week we're gonna like start on like a coffee shop sim, right?
Yeah.
Like, and maybe we're like, oh, every other week is this big, because clearly people want a coffee shop sim. I don't know how many people have mentioned last Ardi's workshop, or maybe it was just your last stream. Was it 2? It might have been 2, yeah. Where people were just talking, oh, they'd love to see like Overcooked or Cooking Mama, like all those games. And it's like, yeah, like I think we could do some of those
if we think about it the right way. And like, it's all about making sure you're not overdoing it, or you know, like certain things.
Yeah. Well, and also what's quite cool is it sets the expectation, right, of like, oh, we've done a 3-hour stream and we've got a character running around. Right? So like people are like, oh, this is how far you've got with the coffee shop sim. It's like, like that is as far.
And then we bring it back the next week, or like there might be that too. We have the consistent one that we're always working on over time. And actually, Sheepy, your comment is exactly why I want to do this on stream, because I listed off all potential assets, and then you're like, have something that disappears at the end. It's like, right, we would want an animation for that. So like, add that to the list of things we need to create. And it's fun that like you guys can chime in on that and actually give us advice of like, oh, right, but wouldn't it be cool if you had that? Or like, what if you had this asset? What if you had, and then we can do that on the fly and kind of build the game together. It's just fun for us.
Yeah. It would be awesome. I feel like it would be so cool. Like, we've got this mini game, we're putting it out there for people to play, and then, for example, like Sheepy would be sat there being like, I said that like, I feel like there's something really cool about it. It's like, oh, I said about like making
that bit that, you know, like, that thing that everyone loves. Like that was my comment. Yeah, that was me.
That was me. Yeah.
You know how Cat has extra, and then we do ears? That was me.
And then we basically do the video, right, where it's like you play through the game and the videos are like, oh, this was Sheepy, one of our community members. Oh, this was like, and you just you're pointing out little things.
Each other little cats next like, to it. And just
cool.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. Like, the coffee shop sim. I feel like maybe that's something I start thinking about,
right?
Because I've wanted. I'm being really careful to not do huge scope, and being really.
Link has had to reel me back a few times. Like, I'll be like, "Oh, what if we did this?" And you've had to remind me. Like,
do you know why though? It's because I'm like, when I'm reeling you back, it's like I'm reeling myself back.
Because we get excited.
Because like you'll be
we
like,
both
we
get
should do
very
this.
excited about certain ideas, and we have to have that moment of like being realistic. And it's like, wait, that actually would take forever to do. Whereas like we could say, hey, let's do this coffee shop sim. We know it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be the one that we do on stream over the course of X amount of time, because we know it's going to take that long. It's like, all right, we need like the assembly line of making the coffee, and then we need like you at the register talking to the customer. Actually, it'd be kind of funny if you had dialogue options, which like you had to like read the customer that you're talking to, because at coffee shops you get some of the craziest people in the world, and I'm really talking about the American perspective here, because Americans are obsessed about their coffee. And you go to a Starbucks and you get some like crazy people who are like, I wanted my coffee with exactly 3 shots and then blah blah blah, you know, like all these things. And there's like dialogue options as you as like the cashier. It's like you could tell them to like I don't know, you can tell them like a bunch of different things, but you have to choose the right one to like not make them angry.
I feel like you were like going through options in your head, and you were like, none of these seem stream appropriate.
Yeah, there's about to be a curse word coming out there.
Yeah. Well, so like that would be cool. Like, is one of the responses is like, you know, like symbols and stuff to like hide like cursing back
Yeah,
at
we
the
have like
customer.
cool cat.
Right? Like it's like
Yeah.
you could do that. You could do that if you want, but you're gonna have like dissatisfied customers. You're gonna lose like.
But you never know.
profit,
Someone
like,
could find
you
the
know.
customer could find that funny, and that leads to them being like they'll like dish it back. I don't know. I'm like I would love
Yeah.
that side of the
I-
coffee sim. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
actually, Van, you were talking about Plants vs Zombies. It's funny. I think we brought that up internally. Like a tower defense game is something
Yeah.
we really would love to make. Or at least I would. Maybe I'm speaking for you, Link, but I would
Yeah.
love to do a game like
No, 100%.
that.
I'd love.
And yeah,
to
you
do
have
that.
all the milk chug
Yeah.
characters, and they are defending the milk chug against the soda slurp crew. I think that'd be awesome.
We talked
Like-
about. What did we talk? Oh, this might be something we want to. Yeah, this is not a. This is a hide and reveal moment. Like this is like story based.
I think
Yeah,
I actually don't know what you're talking
like the soda
about.
slurp. Oh, the soda slurp thing we
right,
we talked
right.
about.
I mean,
with, like
we could.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could.
it's story
Yeah.
based, so I feel like that's the sort of thing it would be cool to like.
There's certain
hide as a
things that are good to
surprise, like,
hide
people find out.
because it will be fun for
Yeah.
everyone to
Yeah.
have that surprise moment. It's like we can tell you about the game,
Yeah,
but then there's
yeah.
like certain details that we might want to leave out for a good
Yeah.
reason.
Anything that feels like a
Yeah.
spoiler, especially story or stuff, I feel like is cool for people to experience that without
Yeah.
us telling them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And like,
Um,
man, but
yeah. I do love the idea of like what G said about like the AI ordering system. It makes me think of like, you know, like a tech
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
In a way, where it's like almost the coffee that you're delivering people has. Like we wouldn't go this crazy, but it's almost like whatever you add to it adds certain stuff to the coffee that like makes the customer like either they order really, really quick, or they spend more money with you, or they end up really satisfied the next time they come back. Like it's almost like whatever ingredients you put in for them, you can kind of you get like base ingredients, but then you can add a few things to like manipulate how they react in the future. Like
coffee sim
that
would be fun.
That would be.
I actually
interesting.
see like a route there with a coffee sim. That's fun. It's like
Yeah.
they got my wheels turning. I feel like when it got silent right there, we were both just like hyper thinking about how we make that.
Yeah, I was like thinking about it, and then I was also like worried.
Yeah. Hey, we do want to do it, but we also understand that there's a lot that has to go into that. Which is why.
Yeah. Which would be really awesome to own, like not only, but like if we were careful about doing it on stream, then like people would see how long it's going to take us, right? And that expectation would be so solid. Like,
Yeah,
people
they're like,
would
oh
get
well,
it,
we see that they're working on it, and that because Link and I also care about the details of certain things, and so doing that over time would allow us to add those like fun details that I think people could recommend in chat, and we're like, that would be a good detail to add. Imagining random events and chaos going on while you're you have chugs fighting off bones in the background as you're just like trying to make your coffee.
like stuff like like a sales rep comes in from Soda Slurp, and you have to try and get Chugs to like shoo him back out, or like get rid of him, sort of thing. Like there's stuff where someone spilt coffee all over the floor, and now you have to go out and clean it. Like like all those things that are like negative outcomes. Like, but you have to get through them to make the money to improve the coffee
hire
shop.
Employees.
Like, yeah. Oh, it would be. Well, I mean, I don't want to sign up for this as well, but it'd be awesome to do it as a multiplayer, because then people
like
are
an Overcooked.
It's like, you need to like, like one of you's just on mock duty, right? Like,
Clean up crew.
I don't know, like, yeah. Funnily enough, I made a game ages ago called Clean Up Crew that was it's just gonna sound rubbish. It was like an aquarium. I made it for my son. It was basically an aquarium, and you had like different fish, snails, and stuff like that. And you had to just scrub the glass to clean up the algae. And yeah, I just made
That's
it.
so
It's
funny.
called Clean Up Crew.
I used to pet sit a lot, and one of the people I pet sit a lot for had an aquarium, and so I was constantly. I actually kind of found some enjoyment out of it. It's one of those oddly satisfying things, that, like cleaning it off and then it's clear and shiny.
With the was it with the
Magnet
magnet,
one.
like the magnet things? Yeah,
And
yeah,
slowly get it off.
yeah. We used to have one, so that's why I ended up making it, because we had like a crayfish and like a big like loads of random stuff in there. Yeah, and we went on holiday once, and basically someone didn't look after it for us, and we came back and like genuinely like it was horrible. They were like all dead. We were like, what?
Man, that's the tough part about aquariums. Is there's so much upkeep. If it's a proper aquarium too, like where you have all of like the pumps underneath and everything, like pumping in new water and certain things.
Yeah, we never had a saltwater one. We always had like either a tropical one or a cold. Our cold water one was the best. Like it was like a cold water fish tank, and it had filters and everything and stuff. But we got these like awesome fish, we had this. I think they were called like pearl scales, but they're like really fat-bodied fish with tiny fins. So as they swim, they look really fancy, because like you just see the ball going along, and they got the tiny fancy tail after them. Yeah, they look wicked. I don't know how we got on to talking about pearl scale fish.
Oh, we're talking cleaning up.
I was talking about the game,
cleaning up an aquarium, and then we started talking about aquarium. Yeah, that was a random tangent.
That's ridiculous.
It's funny.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna hop off then.
I'm gonna. If anyone's watching and wants to continue to watch, I'm going to end stream, but then immediately start it again, but through my like OBS and not this like Restream thing. So you will see the stream end, but I'm gonna be right back. So cool. This was great. This was a great Ardi's workshop. I had a lot of fun just chatting and testing things out.
I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. Like, I'll be honest, streaming is something that sometimes I like dread a little bit, right? Because I'm like,
well, we allow ourselves to get off topic, and I think that's the important thing. It's like we have a set schedule of things we want to talk about and bring up, but then like there's a lot of in between, and just like allowing that to happen.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the stream, everyone. Hope you enjoy it when Klon restarts.
Make sure I have it up before I do that. But feel free to jump out now. I'm gonna do some. Just gonna make sure.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, enjoy it, everyone. I'll see you. I'll see you on maybe. Not that I won't be. I won't be on the next Ardi's workshop. But I will.
Oh right.
Yeah. Probably. I'll try and be on them as regular as I can. But just next week.
Cool.
I won't be. Enjoy it, everyone.
See you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Cool. So I am going to get I'm gonna get my stream up, because I really scratch disk is fixed, sheepy. And that's why I really wanna finish what we started on Tuesday. And so like I said, I'm about to like literally click go live again, but on OBS, not this like Restream thing that we're using. So if you do want to continue to watch, just hang tight. I will be right back, and